All right. So for my first one, Jordan, I have to spoil this movie because there's a big twist in this movie, and in order to talk about why this movie sucks, I need to give it away. So before I do that, I think it'll be funny if I tell you the setup, and you will guess the twist.
I certainly hope you dance as well as you dress.
There's only one way to find out.
You and I, we're not so different. Agent Argylle.
Little help? Hold on.
The book is phenomenal, sweetie, but what happens next?
It's called a cliffhanger, Mother.
Ellie, it's called a cop-out.
This is Argylle, a movie you probably don't know by name, but you would recognize it by that standee at Colossus with the cat and the bubble backpack and the Argylle sweater. And I kept going, I kind of want to see that. And you're like, what's with the cat?
Vaguely.
The plot of this is Bryce Dallas Howard is a spy novelist. She has created a series of books based on a character called Argylle. And whilst on a trip to visit her parents in the country, a man played by Sam Rockwell shows up on her flight, on her train, I should say, and tells her that her books are capable of telling the future. That for whatever reason, everything that she writes about is 100% true. And he needs her help to find this list of all of these people who have been compromised in the secret spy organization called the Division. And the big mystery of the movie, Jordan, is who is the real Agent Argylle? So, Jordan, based upon that description, and if you need further clarifying questions, I will provide them to you. Who do you believe is Agent Argylle? Oh, also, I should say, the entire movie, Agent Argylle is played by Henry Cavill, and periodically, she will see flashes of him. So, he'll every once in a while, when Sam Rockwell's doing an action sequence, he'll turn into Henry Cavill. Or there's points where Henry Cavill will straight up talk to her.
But Henry Cavill is not a real person.
Well, the question is, who is the real Agent Argylle?
The cat in the sweater.
No.
The cat that you kept saying every time we passed the poster, who's the cat?
No, that's cat, Jordan.
Are you sure?
Yep. No, it's just a cat.
You sure it can't be the cat and that she's hallucinating the Henry Cavill and every time it was just a cat?
Try again, Jordan.
I don't know. I give up.
Of the human characters in the movie, who do you think could be Agent Argylle?
Henry Cavill.
No, Henry Cavill's not real.
But you said that he could be.
No, he is based on a real person.
Okay, well then it's got to be her.
Wow, you got there, Jordan. It took you way too long to get there, but you got there. Yes, Jordan. The big twist of this movie is that all this secret agent stuff, all this stuff.
I thought for sure that you were going to say that it was the cat and that she was hallucinating the cat doing all these things.
You were expecting something way more clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So this is the big twist of this is that the character whose name is that's it, Aubrey Argylle. That Aubrey Argylle is in fact Rachel Kyle, or R. Kyle, and that she is actually the secret agent that she's been writing about. And in fact, all of the events in these books actually did happen, and they are approximations of real people in real life in the movie.
And she doesn't remember any of this?
No, because she in an action sequence wound up getting amnesia, and the director and the evil scientist of the Division basically conditioned her into becoming this writer who, in order to find out information from her, they had her right. So they made her believe that they were her parents.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. And so the back half of the movie, the first half of the movie is like it's like she's not sure what's going on, and he's dragging her through these action sequences, and it's really fun. And then the back half of the movie, you find out this twist, and it's the stupidest fucking twist ever. It makes no sense, and there's all these really dumb action sequences. Like there's one where like she has this move called the whirly dirly where she like lifts up the upper partner and like spins him around. So like it has Bryce Dallas Howard lifting up like Sam Rockwell, and it looks fucking ridiculous because it's clearly CGI. She's clearly not physically capable of doing this, so it looks really bad.
When did this come out?
2021, I think.
Okay, interesting.
And
Okay,
it hits a point where it's one of those movies where there's too many twists. So like, okay, yeah, you find out that Argylle is actually the secret agent who was trying to work to take down this evil spy agency. But then it turns out that no, she was actually a double agent, and she was a bad guy the whole time. And she was working for the bad guys the whole time. But then it turns out that no, she wasn't actually working for the bad guy, and she really was a good guy the whole time. So it's like a quadruple blind, and it's that point where you're like, it's too many twists. It's too many twists. So there's a period of the movie where you think she's gone bad, and it turns out that no, she really is still Ellie Conway, like the persona that she thinks she is, and that she's been faking it the whole time. But she does actually remember all of her memories. It's really dumb.
It sounds convoluted and dumb.
It is convoluted and dumb. And so then Jordan, the ending happens, and she basically gets her memories back. And the whole setup is she has writer's block. She can't figure out how to end the series. So once her memories come back, the movie ends with her at like a book reading where she's reading the final book, and Henry Cavill shows up.
So he's real.
So it turns out that he might be real, and he's like this. He's got like a mullet and a thick like Southern accent. And he's like, "I imagine you have questions for me." And then the movie ends.
No, I will not.
And then Jordan, and then it turns out there's a post credit scene where it turns out that Argylle, the real Argylle, is a Kingsman agent, and it's all connected to Kingsman.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no lie. But it's confusing because it says Argylle Book 1. And so the movie, so it implies that it's a movie that's based on the book that she wrote, which is fictional, but then he might be real because he shows up. But he's not Argylle, she is. So I'm not sure if the implication is that she's part of Kingsman. It's a bad movie. Like, I will say it does have that, like, it's Matthew Vaughn, it's the guy who makes Kingsman. So it has that, like, Matthew Vaughn sheen, where like at their worst his action sequences are at least colorful and dynamic and like easy to follow and like fun. Sam Rockwell is once again fucking amazing. Like Sam Rockwell, Jordan, is, say it with me now, never bad in anything he's in. There we go. He's never bad in anything. And he's not bad in this. He eventually gets frosted tips. His hair looks bad. Like he's got that kind of haircut where it's like his sides are brown, and then he's got a big blonde stripe up the center of his head, and it looks bad. Like, dude, your haircut looks bad. It's a bad haircut.
Okay, I understand.
Otherwise, also Samuel Jackson is there, which also makes it confusing. But Bryan Cranston is in it, and he does a weird, stupid accent. That's really funny. Catherine O'Hara is also in it. She's really good. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. about that movie and its bad twist. It's a bad twist. Like I'm doing it. I'm not doing a great service of describing it, but it's one of those ones where you're like, what? What? And it's like the entire back half of the first hour of this movie, where it's like a mismatch, odd couple type story of an author, like, who has managed to predict all this spy shit. Like, that's fun. But once it turns out that she's actually a spy, it's awful. From that moment on, the second hour of this is awful. It's so bad. Like, Kingsman's way better by like a country mile. This was not good.
I understand.
That's Argylle. But also, once again, it made me go, man, those Superman movies do Henry Cavill dirty. Because he's really charismatic in this, as like this figment of Bryce Dallas Howard's imagination. He's really good. He's really charismatic, and he's really fun. And like when he gets to do, there's a lot of really cool. The part that I was interested in, whereas there's this really cool action sequence where Sam Rockwell's beating up a bunch of spies, and it's really cool. It's really good. It's like a Kingsman fight sequence, and it keeps flashing between him and Henry Cavill, and I'm like, I wonder if did they have to like shoot that twice? I guess they must have had to shoot that twice in exactly the same way, in exactly the same manner, and like, did Henry Cavill have to did they watch each other? Did they work together on it so they could match their like actions completely synchronistically? Like, I was so fascinated by that. And it was the best part of the movie. And then the rest of the movie sucks. It was really disappointing.
I understand. Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt! The rest of it was one good hour, and the rest of it was really shit. Put it on a shirt.
That's it. That's Argylle. Bad movie, Jordan. Not a good movie. Bad movie.
Hey everybody, it's Endcard Justin here. I'm sorry I had to spoil this not very good movie. I really do believe it's probably Matthew Vaughn's worst movie, but let me know down in the comments, do you agree? Have you seen this movie? What did you think? Let me know. And in the meantime, if you want to see the full podcast that this video is from, where we talked about all kinds of spy stuff, you can click the video on the left. Otherwise, if you want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, you can click the video on the right. Otherwise, hit subscribe if you haven't already, leave us a like if you could, and we'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.